And welcome to the show. This is Easy Friday. It's time to get into Spotlight. I've got Esther Kazungu with me here tonight. I'm sure you've watched her all over social media. Of course, she rose to fame during the pandemic. I think in 2020 is where we got to see a lot about who Esther Kazungu really is, and we got to see her personality through her videos. Her videos, I have to say, are hilarious. If you haven't checked her out yet, what are you waiting for, Esther? Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Wow, you're so different in person.
Yeah, I'm shy.
Yeah?
I'm shy.
Do you know when you told me you're shy, I'm like, what? The Esther I know, the one I see on Instagram. You're shy.
Yes.
Are you actually an introvert?
Yes, mostly.
Really?
I'm an ambivert.
Okay.
But I lean mostly towards the introverted side.
Really?
Yeah, if I stay at home, the pandemic was a blessing because
Yeah.
I don't like going out.
Okay.
So now I have no excuse,
Yeah.
so it's sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're just like, what do I say?
I can't come because, well,
I would like to stay at home.
yeah. I have plans to do nothing.
Yeah. So Esther, you know, I remember when I started watching your videos, I was like, this is genius, because it was fresh, it was unique. I hadn't seen anything like this before. You know, you started getting really famous amongst South Africans.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I guess you got your viral videos, right?
Yeah.
The first one was in Parliament in South Africa, and you were just mimicking the politicians. And I have to say, like, it was so creative. How did you come up with that idea?
Thank you. So it was, I keep saying it's by oops. It was really by oops, because you see the way TikTok usually has trends that just come and then they go, they come and go. So there was that trend. During that time, there was that trend using that song where people were imitating their favorite movie scenes, their favorite music videos, just picking something from their end, imitating.
Okay.
So I decided, you know what, I've known those videos, I've been watching those videos for a long time.
Really?
The South African videos, yeah. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. I didn't really think people had not seen those videos, because I was living in that bubble where I thought, since I have seen those videos, everyone has seen these videos. So it went viral, and then people started asking for more.
Yeah.
Do our country, do Morocco, I had to research for all the videos that followed. I hadn't planned to do it forever, but I had to research and now do more videos, because that's what people on TikTok wanted, and it spilled over to Instagram and Twitter, and everyone was just loving it. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
Do you know the amount of effort that goes into those videos, I have to say, is commendable, because people just watch these 30-second videos and they're like, wow, this is great, this is fun, and they move on with their lives. But you, on the other hand, you have to go, you have to look for, you know, these different scenes in different parliaments around the world. You have to, like, see what different countries' politicians are doing, how governments are behaving, and, like, it's very interesting, because I'm sure you've put in hours of effort and hard work into these videos. How long does it take before you finally shoot a video?
So before I shoot a video, I have to, first of all, if somebody tags me in a video, that's the better, because I'm just like, okay, fine, I have something.
Yes, you have content.
But now the difficult part is really looking for the background, since I'm using the TikTok effect.
Okay.
Looking for a background that's clear enough for people to see this is actually from a specific country. It can't be any other country. So recording takes, it depends. It can take 3 hours, 5 hours, depending on how many characters I'm imitating. Because some videos I take up maybe one of the members of parliament, the speaker, and then like a couple of members in the parliament. And so the more the characters, the more the hours. The editing is the easy part.
Do you do it all yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just like, speak to the manager, okay. I turn around and it's me again. But yeah, for the longest time, I've been doing everything myself. Amazing. I am the talent, I am the editor, I am the costume person.
Wow.
I am the lights person, everything. Yeah.
Amazing. Like, I get so impressed, because, you know, sometimes you look at an individual and you're like, how can they manage to do all these things at the same time and be so good at it, right? So I'm guessing over time, you know, you've probably perfected the skill. In the beginning, you were probably figuring out what exactly it is that you wanted to do, your niche in social media. And then came content creation, and then came influencing.
Yeah.
So when is the first time that you actually got a deal? Somebody reached out to you and they're like, we want you to market for us.
This is, okay. Well, there's the first time I got just a deal, and then there's the first time I got
Paid for it.
Yeah, not really paid. I got paid for both.
Okay.
But there's the first time you get now like an international brand, and you're like, okay, now this is big.
Yeah.
So the first time I got a gig that paid me was 2019. I was still working.
Wow.
Still had my job. And then the next time I got a gig that was big, and it was a big brand, and I was really excited, was in 2020.
Okay.
Immediately I left my job.
So this is
kept like,
after
oh,
you
thank
had the
God.
videos that went viral?
No. This is before, because
Okay.
that gig came and then it was dry, and I was like, did I make a mistake?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? And then now the videos went viral, and 2021 was it was beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What I saw and what I really thought was amazing, and I was very intrigued, was that I saw you say your wedding cost 60,000 shillings. Now I was just like, how is that even? How is that possible, Esther? I want to know. In this Nairobi that we're in right now, how?
Well, it's just an estimate though. Paying for food, because
Yeah.
we did it at a restaurant. So
Okay.
we paid for the food, and now plus the AG process, which is not really expensive.
Yeah, it's not.
And what else? What was the other? Because I feel like the food was like
Decor?
35, and then I'm thinking of what this other 30 was. I can't remember.
Maybe your outfit.
Not really,
I think decor.
but there was no. It was just they had to just arrange like the chairs they usually use in a.
So there was no decor.
Yeah, there was nothing. It was just a really scenic restaurant. They had
So you
actually
didn't need
moved.
much.
Yeah, I didn't need much. I can't remember how we got to. Wow. I can't remember how we got to
I like
60.
that, you actually managed to make that work, because right now I feel like people have a lot of pressure from society, from social media. When you go to someone's Instagram and you see them getting married and there's like a big fat wedding. My wedding was big.
Yo,
You had a big fat Indian wedding, right?
I saw.
So I was just like, how did you manage to make this happen, Esther? It's amazing, because I really think that we spend so much time planning these big weddings, and then after the weddings you're broke and you're like, wow, what next? So it's good to know that there's people out there, people like you, who really think that it's not about how big it is, it's about who is there, and it's about who you're getting married to.
Exactly. Plus, you see, if I had the money, I probably would go all out, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to still have some money to use in the marriage.
Of course.
Like, yeah, afterwards. Yeah.
house
So
and-
it's no shade to anyone who goes
Yeah.
all out. Like, if you can't do it, but if you can't, it's not a must.
Yeah, it's
And
not a must.
I'm glad. Okay, I didn't think it's that big of a deal. I thought, well, I don't consider myself like a big celebrity, but for me to have inspired people to, live within their means, it's amazing, and I'm grateful. I'm humbled. I'm really humbled.
It is. It's
and it's
great.
not stressful. Like, just I feel like people live with their head too much.
Yes.
Because you're thinking, now what will they say? Imagine they don't care.
Yeah.
They are worried, stressed about how the cost of living is rising, and they are not making enough money. They are not worried about your wedding. So yeah, do what you're comfortable. Like, get out of your mind and leave.
Yeah.
Actually leave, yeah.
I love that advice. Words of wisdom right there. That's a gem. Courtesy of Esther Kazungu. Now, Esther, let's talk about your relationship. I just think it's the most beautiful thing I've seen online, because you're friends, and the banter, the friendship that you share, the bond you have with your husband, it is something that I'm just like, wow, this is the kind of relationship that everyone should have. It's just so nice, and it's just so refreshing, especially in this day and age where the pressure is just too much, and everyone is just like, oh, we're in Nairobi, oh, we're in the streets. Everyone has a different notion, of course, different perception of what marriage should look like and what dating should look like. So how long did you date, and when did you decide that he's the one, and what is it about him that just makes your marriage so beautiful?
Wow, these are those questions people ask and you go blank. Anyway, we dated for 6 years.
Okay.
3 broke up, got back together for 3, and then got married. What is it, like, we're crazy, we're just silly, like the silly you see.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to,
That's exactly how you are
that's
at
how
home.
I love that he genuinely laughs at things I do, because like, it's just genuine to him.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay? And he is also silly.
Yeah.
Like, he is silly. It's just that his is not on display.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just goofballs. That's what I love. We always make fun of each other, and we're really like, so you'll have been with someone who's always strict. They're just about life. They're about let's make moves. They're about us. We're cruising. We're
Living
just
in
cruising.
the moment as well. It's so nice to see. Again, if you haven't checked out her Instagram, please go and see the videos that she's posted with her husband, Dearest. I mean, I just have a big smile from ear to ear just watching them, because they just look like they're having so much fun. So I can imagine what their life must be at home as well, because you said that's just how you are as a couple.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. Esther, I read that you did broadcast journalism.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And how was that experience? Were you ever planning on getting on radio or being on TV at some point in your life?
Yes.
Yeah?
I studied linguistics, media and communication in my university. I wanted to be a news anchor, but I realized you have to like climb up from being a reporter.
Yes.
And I'm a very pathetic writer. I'm such a pathetic writer. I did like short stories. I remember my worst moment was when I was interning.
Okay.
And I did, so what we usually do, or what we used to do, was we get the story for the radio, and then we expand it for like
for
either digital or or newspaper. I got my story, and then I did not know how to expand it. I was like, I only have this sentence, like these two sentences for radio. I don't know how to expand this story to be bigger. And that's how I knew, this is not for me. This is not for me. I'm not cut out for this life. Yeah, so I studied that. It's not all a waste, because so many things
you're applying them now.
Exactly. So many things
content creation.
Exactly. Like, code of conduct and those ethics and some things. At least I can borrow some things from what I studied. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. So as a child, what did you want to be growing up?
A doctor, so I can treat my mom if she falls sick.
That is so
But
sweet.
everyone wanted to be a doctor, right?
I wanted to be a doctor as well.
Yeah.
My mom wanted me to be a doctor, to be honest.
At some point I wanted to be a lawyer.
A lawyer. It's always doctor, lawyer, or there's one more, engineer.
I feel like I would really make a good lawyer, though, because I'm good. Like, I'm really good. I just don't like reading, and I don't know that much English. So, hey, the English.
I like the honesty. It's okay. You can fight cases in Kiswahili. I mean, I don't think it should be an issue.
My Swahili is not that good. Hey, hey, you've believed in me. Thanks.
It's fine. Maybe it's because deep down, with all these South African videos that you're doing, maybe we're going to like hear you like speak. What is it called? The one they speak with the
click sound.
The click sound.
Well, there's so many, but I think it's Hosa.
Hosa. I was just going to say that, but I was like, I didn't know how to say it properly. At least you had my back there. My director just said Hoisan. I don't know.
But there's that too, yeah.
Okay,
those are actually the ones who speak in like proper, like everything is just clicking from here to there.
Interesting.
The conk one.
Yeah. Okay. Esther, tell me about your journey in the industry, how you climbed up the ladder, started off doing videos on TikTok, and then moved to Instagram, and then had videos that went viral, and people, huge names, celebrities, Saudi Soul, like guys are sharing your videos everywhere, and it just became like, I feel like there was 2 or 3 months where all I was seeing on my social media was Esther Kazungu on Twitter, on Instagram. Did you ever see that coming? Did you expect that to happen?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Well, this is something I've realized. I'm a slow grower, but I'm just glad it's never like stagnant. I'm just it's small steps towards like a big dream. Most people have niches, and I've seen most of the people who have found their niche and focus on their niche, they have gone far, and in terms of numbers and whatnot. But I don't think I really have a niche. I started out, the parliament videos just came, after I did the one video, and then I had to continue. But before then, I was doing other types of content. And
you're a great dancer.
Yes.
By the way, Esther is a fantastic dancer. We've been to dance classes together.
But she's more energetic, though.
We've had a great time, and we've shared the same space, and we both love to dance. But like, Esther is also a good dancer. Just thought I'd mention that.
Thank you. But yeah, before that, I used to do like a lot of other content, which I never wanted to stop. And I feel like because I've been doing parliament videos for so long, down.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I used to create that other content. I hope eventually I can get back.
Okay.
But because I don't have a niche and I want to do everything, I've accepted that my growth will forever be very gradual and very slow.
Okay.
Because I don't have the niche, but the process has been amazing. I didn't expect, of course, the blowing up, especially from a video that's not about something Kenya's
Kenya.
really, something in Kenya. So literally, I don't think anyone ever sees such things coming. So I'm grateful for where I am. I hope I can still keep growing, and
You mentioned that you actually left your job, right? Did you leave your job to focus on content creation 100%? Or did you leave it because you wanted to like do other things and experiment?
I left one because we started working from home, and I slowly started going back to content creation.
Yes.
I had taken a break for like a whole year. That was the whole of 2019. So and that's because work was really time consuming. Like, it was really taking up a lot of my time. By the time I'm leaving the office, it's either 6, 7. I spend hours in traffic. By the time I'm home, I'm exhausted. So I just sleep, wake up the following day, repeat. So I left because I was tired of routine. Really tired of routine. I can't do routine. I hope I never have to do routine again. I can't wake up. I'm a night person. Most of my videos, like yesterday I slept today at 3, or was it 4? Because I was editing a video.
Wow.
So I'm most active at night.
Okay.
So I left because being in an 8 to 5 isn't really something that's benefiting me, because most of my ideas come at night. I also left because of now I really seeing that I was going back to content creation and insights were picking up. I wanted to pursue it one more time and try to be as consistent as possible and see what will come out of it.
And look, it paid off.
Yes,
it has paid off.
If I left,
you know, back in the day, I remember content creators and artists and dancers and basically entertainers. If you're a creative, you would have to have another job, a 9-to-5 job, no matter what, to be able to sustain yourself. But now I feel like we've moved into a space where we can actually just solely rely on content creation and influencing, which I think is amazing. Well, what are your hopes for the next 5 years when it comes to content creation? What are some of the things that you have? Do you have a list?
No, I don't do those.
You don't do those?
I'm as spontaneous as it gets.
Okay.
Like I hate writing. I hate
goals.
Sorry to say, I hate vision boards and what. I feel like every time I see someone putting up a vision board, I'm like, I'm stressed.
You feel the pressure.
Just stop.
Okay, but I'm sure you have something in mind of what you'd like to do.
I just want to go back to creating like content aside from the parliament videos you get. But other than that, I hope I go beyond the borders and just
we go
become international. I want to be in the Grammys and Oscars, all because I'm saying all because I can't be boxed. I feel like I can't be boxed.
That's
and
me.
I
That's
fit
me.
anywhere.
That's me,
exactly.
Because I can't be boxed either. And I feel like this generation that we're in, millennials especially and Gen Z now, we are in this mindset where we don't want to be boxed.
Yes.
We don't want to be told that you can only do one particular thing and you can only be good at one particular thing. You want to try out things as they come. You want to grab opportunities and you just want to live, right?
Oh, I remembered something that I want to do. I want to actively pursue acting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like I want to go for the auditions.
You actually have been in a few, I think, short films, right?
Yes. I did, the last project I did was Wembe Squad, which is on YouTube. Totally loved it. Totally loved the production. Loved the team. Loved everything. And Kate
Actress was there, right?
No. This one, no. This one was a different. This one was with Foy. I did it with Foy, yeah. So I fear auditions. They give me anxiety.
Do you fear rejection?
Yes. I fear.
No, that's why you fear auditions. Because I'm the same. I don't like going for auditions because I'm always scared.
But also, I hate impromptu auditions because, like, when they no improv, like when they tell you you have to get there and then now they give you what to do there. I'd like for them to, like, just if there's a script and I can now prepare on a specific character, I prefer those ones. But I'll just still, I told myself I'm going to challenge myself and exercise that, and Patricia Kihoro told me, exercise that audition muscle, because there's no other way.
There's no other way. Yeah, it's the truth. Okay. Good luck with that. I hope that we see you in big movies, and of course,
amen.
We see Esther Kazungu doing the most when it comes to acting.
Yes.
And we see Esther Kazungu, the actress.
Yes,
right?
yes.
We've seen Esther Kazungu, the dancer. We've seen Esther Kazungu, the entertainer. We've seen Esther Kazungu, the wife. We've seen Esther Kazungu, the makeup artist. I've been seeing you're doing a lot of makeup these days.
Yes.
So basically, you're doing a lot of things. So now acting is next, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Esther, any words, last words that you'd like to say to your fans and followers and people who are watching right now, who've loved your content and who've supported you along the way?
I just want to say thank you. I will not be here without them, literally. So I'm grateful for all the support, grateful for all the encouragement, because by this, sometimes when I go on break, I come back and I went on one break. But when I come back, I find like sweet messages. I hope you're okay. And that's, I feel like that's really sweet.
Do you take breaks often, by the way?
I haven't been, but now I want to make it intentional. Yes, I want to do this intentionally, because it really helps. It really helps. I took a break last week, and it was the absolute best.
Any advice for young people out there who want to get into content creation and just don't know where to start? Because it's a confusing space to be in.
Yeah. I mean, just start, because I started in 2016, by the way. Yeah, I got a new phone. So
it took you 4 years?
Yes.
To actually get to where you are.
Yes. On and off, of course. But I just start where you are. That's really the main. I know it sounds like a cliche, because they're always saying, what do they actually mean? But we mean,
but just start somewhere.
Yeah, just start somewhere with whatever you have. Start with that, and then you'll go as you get consistent. You'll be able to, first of all, you're just building your CV and your portfolio and your visibility. Then eventually you'll be able to now build up. You want to maybe save up to get like a better phone, save up to get artificial lighting, and so on and so forth. And also just take care of your mental health, because now that's like the foundation. If you're not okay up here, then
you'll be able to create.
Exactly.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
I had a great time just speaking to you and learning more about your journey. And I hope to see more of Esther Kazungu everywhere. Not just on Instagram, but everywhere.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much
for being here. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Remember, you can always interact with us. In fact, let me check. I'm sure there's a few messages out here. People, by the way, have been very excited for this particular show, because people love you on Twitter. I don't know if you've known that. Okay, so we've got El Diablo. That's an interesting name, who says, tuned in, love Esther. We've got one from Bernard who said, tuned in, big up to Esther from Bungoma. And then another one here, and that's from Peter, who says, love Esther's content, she's funny. Okay.
Thank you.
Love it. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll do this again next week, same time, same place. Until then, don't go too far, because DJ Koljax on the other side with Disco Funk, taking you back in time. It's time to disco. Shiksha Arora signing out. Take care.
DJ Koljax. Listen the game.